Okay, we are live. You recording, Jason?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Captain's Quarters, the unofficial Star Trek rewatch podcast, where we are rewatching the entire Star Trek franchise. Starting at the beginning of the official chronology, we have completed Star Trek Enterprise, 2 seasons of Star Trek Discovery. We watched The Cage, the original pilot, and we've completed 2 seasons and an episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Our format is that my name is Gabe, and I have never seen Star Trek other than a little bit when I was a kid, and with my co host and co captain Jason, who has seen a lot, if not all, Star Trek, and is our resident expert. And we're experiencing this timeline together. And we're on, I don't know, year 5, year 6. It's been a
Year
while.
6, I think. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
like 5 or 6 since the
yeah,
pandemic, buddy.
yeah. So, um, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Really, really good.
Really, really good. Really, really good. It's
Yeah.
good to be back in the captain's quarters.
Oh yeah.
Yes. What are you drinking tonight before we get started?
I am drinking the Athletic Brewing Free Wave Hazy IPA, non-alcoholic beer.
Nice. Nice. Not a sponsor, but they could be.
What were you drinking? You looked like you were drinking something futuristic.
Yeah, no, it's just so I'm preparing for myself for a long bike ride.
Oh,
Actually the yearly Fred Hutch Seattle Cancer bike ride.
oh,
Um, and so I've just been, uh, this is chia seed water.
okay. How long's the ride?
Well, there's a couple of them. So one's like a 5 mile, 10 mile, 15, 20. Probably gonna, a friend of mine and I would usually do the 30.
Wow. I had all these years, man. I had no idea that
Yeah.
you
We
rode
try to do
bikes.
it. I try to do it every year. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it does.
Okay.
Um, you know, again, every family, if not every family, has been impacted by the big C, and something that we do.
Have you been training?
Yeah, I have been back on my bike for a bit.
Dude, no idea. You have like a legit like road bike? Like what do you
Yeah. Oh
have?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I have the clips and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I usually don't talk about it just because I'm not gonna. It's not fun for me to advertise that that I ride for a cause or whatever the case might be. We just do it.
Okay. All right. Um, chia seed water? I think
Hmm.
the chia seed I think of as pure fiber.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. It's got omega threes and protein and all that kind of stuff too. So
Oh, it does. It has more
yeah,
than
yeah,
just
yeah. It's got polyphenols. It's antioxidants. Yeah, it's a full package. Oh, it's excuse me. It's a combination of chia seeds and basil seeds actually. So a little more protein from the basil seeds.
okay. And are you straining out the husk of the actual
Oh no
seed?
no 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 no.
Okay. All right.
Our listeners are not going to want to go too deep into the chia seed water benefits and stuff like that, but yeah, there are absolutely like you know benefits.
All right. Well, it just like looked like what we were drinking, and I didn't see any of the actual. Oh, okay. Now I see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to make chia seed yogurt
Yeah.
with
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
milk.
Chia seed
Just
pudding, chia seed yogurt,
yeah. There
delicious
you go.
stuff.
Right.
into smoothies, and yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. Very cool. All right.
Not anything high fangled like your non-alcoholic hazy IPA.
Mhm. Well, this stuff is delicious. I know I've said it before, but it
Yeah,
is
you've said it before, and again, not a
so good.
sponsor, but they could be.
So good. This might be my third one of the day, by the
No,
way.
boy. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, it's just hop water, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's not bad.
Not too bad. 70 calories, quite a few carbohydrates, 16. Somehow there's a gram of protein in there,
All right.
but ingredients
Is it
water.
from the hops or the barley? Oh, it could be from the barley.
It's got water, barley, wheat, hops, and yeast.
Yeah, it's got to be from either the barley or the wheat. Yeah, the wheat could be, but probably the barley or the hops.
Interesting.
Oh, before we get into this, we should also say that we're getting into the other universe tonight as well because
Oh, yeah.
another
Yeah.
thing premiered 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. We'll talk some Star Wars at the end. All right. Well, let's get into it. So today we're talking Star Trek Strange New Worlds, season 3, episode 2, called Wedding Bell Blues.
Yes.
Here is a brief synopsis I stole from the internet. At a Federation celebration, an uninvited guest disrupts Spock and the crew's reflections. Nurse Chapel's coming back from her fellowship under a Dr. Corby, Roger Corby.
Roger Corby. Yep.
Spock is preparing for her arrival. He's excited. He loves
Not
her.
knowing that she's attached to someone now.
Yep. And Chapel comes back with her guest, Dr. Roger Corby, and they are dating. Spock is crestfallen by this. Obviously, his heart is broken. Um, you know, Something strange starts to happen. There is an uninvited guest on the um, on the Enterprise, and this guest is magical, and people see him as different things. Some people see an Andorian, some people see a Vulcan. Um, he's kind of like there throughout the episode. He's a bartender. He's like um, part of the part of they're trying to get ready for this celebration. I believe it's the 100th anniversary of the formation of the Federation. Is that right?
Federation Day. Yeah, absolutely.
Federation Day, yeah. And so this crazy thing happens is that they wake up one day and everybody believes that Spock and Chapel are getting married. So what was going to be a celebration of Federation Day turns into a wedding, and nobody remembers except for Dr. Corby. Corby confronts Spock. Corby tells Spock about how him and Chapel kiss. Spock punches him in the face. His outburst of anger gives him like a moment of clarity, and suddenly Spock remembers the truth, which is that no, they're not getting married. Um, she's with Dr. Corby. So now Corby and Spock are trying to save the day, but the wedding's going on. They can't seem to convince anybody of the truth. Everybody's planning a wedding, and that's really everyone's in this, you know, enchantment. I don't know what you want to call it. This spell. They're all they're all living in La La Land under this spell of this special creature. Who, by the way, this actor, I know him. I think he was in the movie Yes Man. Do
Okay.
you do you recognize him from
I did
other?
not. I did
Okay,
not.
but yeah, he's bound and determined to get Spock and Chapel married. Um, so the wedding goes on, and then um, the big day comes, and they're actually about to, be declared husband and wife, and then finally, um, they they push the right buttons, and it breaks. The officiant at this point, who is this mysterious character, sort of breaks and um, admits that he was, the puppet master all along. People start to come to their senses. His dad comes as like a nebulous orb spirit, and we learn that this guy is actually a child for his alien species, even though he's a couple thousand years old. And um, yeah, so basically, what happened was Corby, when he was excavating some site on this alien's planet, the alien was offended by it. So now he's basically playing with them like they're dolls, is really kind of what's going on. Slightly more insidious than that, but he's just kind of messing with them. He's a
Mm-hmm.
he's a trickster.
Mm-hmm.
And so after getting scolded by his dad, he kind of undoes it all, and they both fly away. Everyone fully snaps to their senses. Federation Day is then celebrated, and I mean that was kind of it.
That's it.
Uh, yeah. So there's other stuff too. There was a little bit with Captain Battelle and uh,
Captain Pike.
Captain Pike. Thank you. They're talking. He wants to stay with her. She's unsure. She's fully healed now from the Gorn attack. Um, Seems like they're going to stick it out. Uh, was there anything else?
Mini storyline between yeah, a little bit of with Ortegas, her brother, and Uhura. Um, that could be an interesting storyline, and then a little bit of Ortegas's PTSD from the Gorn attack. So, but other than that, that was as per usual. That was a really good job of taking us through
It
the
was okay.
synopsis.
I've done better. It was okay.
Yeah, but again,
Such a
be
forgettable episode, to be
before we
honest.
started this episode, as we were talking about, yeah, it, I I don't know if it added to the story. It was supposed to be about Chapel, and Chapel was kind of a cardboard cutout of a character in this episode. I, don't get me wrong. I think the introduction of Roger Corby was interesting. That he becomes the kind of co-hero to Spock, even though there's obviously jealousy and some tension, which is gonna be, which is really interesting to play it this way because, or write the story this way of this Chapel Spock arc,
Mm,
um, that we don't really get to see in the original series, and so
sure.
I'm interested to seeing how they evolve this story, and then I, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of like this. This episode was another like episode of who is Spock going to fall in love with this week? And I'm like, oh, we're gonna go with La'an now, potentially.
Yeah. So
Um,
she was teaching him to
yeah,
dance because he was supposed to dance with Chapel,
yep.
but
And,
yeah, they got caught as a result.
right. And so, yes, it may be platonic, at the moment, obviously, but it could turn into something more. I'm sorry, it's non-platonic, and it could turn into something more, potentially. That's where it
Sure,
feels like it's going. And it's interesting that they're writing, again, who's Spock gonna fall in love with next week.
sure.
A- And
Yeah,
then another miss I thought was the captain's speech about the Federation. I don't know. I think they missed on that one too. I think there could have been. I think that was an opportunity to really talk about, why we're in Starfleet and what we do and why we do this and what the Federation stands for. And yeah, it kind of a letdown a little bit.
for sure. Yeah.
What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah. It felt like they wanted to break up Chapel and Spock, but they didn't want to ground it in any real conflict.
None.
So they kind of cheated by essentially having like a dream sequence,
Yeah, basically.
but it had a real impact.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. And again, Chapel doesn't really play a role in it. I'm like, oh, that was kind of a miss. I don't know about
right.
you, but I thought that was a miss.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely feel for Spock.
Yeah,
Because there's a moment when he says something to the effect of, when you left, you said you didn't want a
yep,
relationship with anyone, and then you came back with a relationship.
yep,
And I think a lot of people can, um, empathize with that, where,
definitely, definitely. That one hurt for sure.
yeah. So,
After, right, it makes it doubly hard because after all of that, what they've gone through, and after all the things that she's kind of pulled him along on that kind of thing. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of a disservice to both Chapel and Spock. So we'll see.
yeah. Yeah, I stand by. They wanted to break them up romantically, but they couldn't have a major conflict because they still work together and they
Yeah,
still coexist in the original series as crewmates. So this was like a way of doing that I don't know, lessens the blow.
yeah. And I know they can't do too much because Corby is in the original series.
Oh,
So, I
yeah, that's
mean,
okay.
not as a major player, not as a major character, but he does make an appearance. So we'll
Okay.
see.
Okay. We did get a new character.
We did. Well, yes and no.
So filling in for Chapel while she was at her fellowship was
Oh,
Nurse
yeah.
Gamble. Um, and he thought once she returned he was going to leave, but actually Luna and Vega revealed that he is being permanently transferred to the Enterprise. So we should be seeing a little bit more of Gamble going forward. I don't know how it's going to work with Chapel back. Um, Maybe they just need the extra hands in sick bay. I don't know. What do you think? I might have lost Jason. Let's see if he catches up. Let's see if his connection comes back. You there, buddy? Jason left the chat, the stream. So he'll probably try to join back, and then I'll let him in. And then I'll have to edit this out on the podcast side and see what happens. Still trying to get him back. I hope his phone didn't die. Oh, excuse me. All right, looks like he's coming back. Let's see what happens. Yo,
Hey, buddy. Sorry. Internet went out for just a second.
all right. No worries. It looks like we're still live.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So,
Let me jump back into the recording.
yeah, no problem.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Where were we?
Yeah, we're just talking about Nurse Ensign Gamble
Oh,
might be
yeah. Yes, yes,
part of
yes.
the roster now. But
Hopefully he plays a role in this season more than just one episode.
yeah, well, I mean, permanently assigned, so maybe he's red shirted.
Yeah, maybe. Who
Hmm.
knows? Because no Ensign Gamble in the original series. So
Okay, all right. I was gonna ask that. Well, um, what what review grade
yeah,
rating would you give this?
before we get to that, so Trelane, the
Okay,
huckster,
yeah, yeah.
um, and I don't know if you remember, but the orb, uh, his father is Q, John Delancey from Star Trek: The Next Generation,
Really?
who also makes an appearance in Voyager. Um, and so Trelane, who we see in the original series, who is he's called the Squire of Gothos, but his name is Trelane. So this is the first time they've introduced that Trelane is a Q, and
Wow.
I don't think that gives away anything. I don't think that takes away anything from the original series because he's just this magical. He's playing the same character, a very similar character to the one that we see in the original series. However, this is the first time that we're introduced that he's the offspring of Q, and I'm not so sure how I feel about that. I'm kind of split actually,
Interesting.
because it's an interesting character, but to make him part of the Q continuum makes it. You know me, I love big worlds. I love that not everyone has to be a Skywalker. Not everyone, has to be a Palpatine or
Yeah, yeah,
related to Picard or,
sure.
whatever, or Kirk, Spock,
Yeah,
um, as I should say in this. So I think there's enough there that you could have had Trelane be his own kind of mystical being alien and not be part of the Q continuum. A little bit of a personal, you know, gripe, I guess you would call that. Not
Sure.
anything major. I just I'm like you could have made him just Trelane, and he could have just been another type of Q without being Q in the continuum. But to get back to your question, again, um, the episode doesn't really move the needle all that much. I love the actor who plays Roger Corby. I think he kind of carries this episode a little bit
Yeah.
with Spock, obviously.
Mhm.
I enjoy the Trelane fun character aspect, but it was a real and I'm interested in seeing what they do with Ortegas's film documentary making brother and Uhura. That I think that could be interesting and that dynamic because you can obviously see that Lieutenant Ortegas is a little jealous and protective and all that kind of stuff, even though Uhura is a friend and all that kind of stuff. But as you do, um, and then again, I think they missed with Christopher Pike's speech about what the Federation means. A real miss there, in my opinion.
Mhm.
With all, and again, with Chapel being one of the central characters to this love's triangle between her, Spock, and Corby, they made her very much plasticky and cardboard like a cutout. She really was. Did she have 5 lines? Like
Mhm.
I don't know how much dialogue she had, but it felt like there was not much. And I thought that could have she could have played much more of a role in this episode. It's hard to not give this a 1 pip ensigns episode, like an ensign ranking episode.
Mhm.
Fun, got a couple of small bright spots, but overall doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I hear you.
What about you?
So just a question. So
Yeah,
John John Delancey is
John
playing.
Delancey.
So he played Q,
Yeah.
but he played his grandfather essentially in this episode.
Well, not no. Q is kind of non-corporeal, so
Okay.
non-temporal. So I believe Trelane is Q's son, even though Q really doesn't make an appearance until the 24th century, Next Generation. First episode, actually. The pilot, really.
Okay.
So a father figure. So the father, technically, but there is no like temporal, like generational kind of thing. It's one. Q is kind of like a semi-god like character.
Oh, I see. Okay. So Trelane is Q's son.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Somehow I misconstrued that as Q is Trelane's son,
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
but then also Q was the dad or something, the son and the dad. But now I'm caught up. Okay.
Yeah, no. Q is the dad.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. I appreciate where you're coming from with not everyone needs to be a Skywalker. That actually adds a lot to this episode for me. Like, I'm
Oh,
actually
okay, okay.
I'm actually like 10x more interested in this than if it had just been some random huckster.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Um, I do like that connection. It's
okay.
in an episode like this where I feel like nothing else is going on. I think it adds more, and I like it.
It does, and it totally does, and that's why I'm a little. That's why I said I'm conflicted. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, I think that um, um, I like it more than when they bring back characters who are like alternate versions of previous characters they played. Like they did this in Enterprise a lot, where they were like, we're gonna bring back this Klingon but obviously because it's a prequel, it can't be the literal same character. So it's the same actor still playing a Klingon, but as a totally different character. So it's a cameo, and the
Oh,
actor is like playing um a like a version of what they're known for. It's
yeah. They
obviously
play the
not.
grandfather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I like this literally being that character, even though the actors aren't necessarily one of the actors I think is the same, but like Trelane obviously is not.
yeah. Not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like it being the same character rather than, hey, our old chum, you know, wants an acting gig, so let's see how we can shoehorn it, and we'll like build an entire episode around shoehorning this actor into this episode just for pure fan service of people who watched the next generation are like, hey, there's that guy.
Yeah,
And it's literally all it accomplishes when they did that.
yeah.
So um I don't know. I kind of we'll see. I guess we'll see once we get into the original series. Like if now it can be like, oh, now we know that he's that's how we got involved because he was mad that they were digging around his home planet.
Yeah,
I don't
a
know.
Q. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
yeah. And
I mean, we'll see.
it's the episode will be called A Squire of Gothos. And so yes, we will absolutely get
Okay.
there.
Cool. Very cool. But yeah, I mean, definitely the lowest rated Strange New Worlds
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd give it like a 73%. So like
Oh, okay. Okay.
not quite a C minus, but right on the
Get
verge.
there. Getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you
So
liked it more than I did.
um yeah, I think
Not
so.
to say that that's, a
Yeah.
benchmark or anything, but
Yeah. No, I think so. I
okay.
mean I think you're probably probably more in tune with some of the details than I was. And so yeah,
I mean, the only the thing I'll say to that is that the up to this point, there have been so many good episodes,
for sure.
and this one, I'm sorry, they just set too high of a bar, and I know that it's very hard to like maintain that level, and so, but when you do have a come down or an episode that doesn't because even some of the not great episodes that we've watched from Strange New Worlds have still been,
Better than like anything we saw
yeah,
in
better
Disco.
than a lot of things. So
Yeah,
this one really just kind of really got past.
for sure. It's all right though.
It's okay. It's totally okay. It's
Every
okay. Yeah.
everyone has a bad game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's all good. Well, anything else about Star Trek you want to talk about?
No, I can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Oh, there is something. Patrick Stewart is releasing his so during the pandemic, he would go online to either Instagram or I think other social media and read a sonnet, William Shakespeare's
I remember, yeah.
a sonnet a day, and they have
Yeah.
finally put that to like a real recording and like a
Wow.
book or something,
Okay.
and I think it's an audio. And he
Yeah.
does like commentary and all that kind of stuff about it. So that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I'm like,
That's
oh,
cool.
that's exciting. Something that got us through,
Nice.
something that got me through the pandemic a little bit.
For sure. That's great. You gonna get it when it comes out?
Probably, I do love Shakespeare sonnet, so yeah, probably.
Cool. Very
I shall
nice.
love thee like a summer's day.
Cool.
But yeah,
Well, do you want to talk Star Wars?
yeah. Let's set a course for Star Wars. Warp one, engage.
Yeah. Full spoilers. You've been warned. So the new Darth Maul shows out, animated. Um, I don't even know what it's called. Shadow Lord. What is it called?
Yeah, I think it's called Maul Shadow Lord.
Okay. Two episodes released a couple days ago. Um, they're a little bit longer than regular animated. Um,
Hmm.
longer than Clone Wars or anything like that. Um, so I've watched both of them. I will say that it's definitely my favorite Star Wars. Well, I'm not even going to say that because I liked the actual animated Clone Wars one, not the computer generated one, the one that was like actual animation, like hand
The
drawn.
one before.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. The
yeah,
original. The
yeah.
original.
That one's probably,
Oh,
but
interesting.
of the like Filoni era computer animated, this is definitely my favorite.
Okay.
Um, I think they've definitely improved on the visuals, um, possibly the story. Uh, but at the end of the day, it's just not for me. I just um
You're calling it already for two episodes after two episodes?
I'll keep watching it,
Okay.
but it's it's gonna be the same feelings I have about the other animated stuff in my lack of appreciation of those other ones, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know, I like talking about it with you. Um, it just doesn't move me in the way that the live action stuff does.
Okay. Okay.
And I did feel like some of it was it like the way these episodes played out. I don't know that they would have done so had Andor not blazed the trail. Like, you know, the pilot of this one starts with a heist of credits.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't know if they would have done that had that not been the central plot of season one of Andor. And I feel like that uh
Oh, interesting.
pragmatism of Andor where it's like, hey, you have to fund your rebellion. Well, how do you do that? And they literally
Oh.
go steal the payroll. Um and you know, Maul's in a similar situation. He's not like on Sidious's bankroll. Um and he's on his own. He's not part of the collective or anything like that. So he has to fund his little venture. So they break in and they steal um, credits. And I just feel like I wonder if Filoni, Dave
Filoni.
Filoni. I don't. I just like just feel like he ripped off Andor, and it just proves to me that he's just not my guy. He's not my guy at all.
Okay. 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 Interesting.
Yeah.
See, I think because this is a this is a, I mean, this is a he's a crime lord now. And
But
that's
he's
what he was in Solo, right? And that's what they've kind of turned his direction a little bit in the original in the Clone Wars, uh, a little bit, but not like this.
but he's
Uh,
not those syndicates have like rejected him basically like
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah, yeah.
is on his own now
Right, right, right. And
and it's like
so
ragtag and
I don't know if I agree, and we don't have to, obviously,
hmm.
that because of Andor, this had to be a bank heist.
No, I'm saying that I don't think Filoni is original And so I think he saw Andor and he liked it and
No, no,
goes,
no, no, no. See, that's where that's where I disagree with you. I think because this premise that he is a crime lord syndicate
"Mm,
and that he is stealing from the other five families, one of the heads of the five families, I think that makes total sense to me as an opener.
okay,
I'm not sold that because he took inspiration from Andor that's
okay,
why. I think it totally makes sense that because he's now the head of a crime syndicate, that he is now avenging, taking revenge on the heads of the five families. If you're a Godfather fan,
sure,
right? So yeah, I don't know.
okay, all right."
And then who are the new Jedi?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I know. I'm just
No, yeah, I don't know.
yeah, okay.
But so, I mean, he's effectively invincible. He has a lot of plot armor, and so if it really was just revenge, he has infinite violence um, on his side, and so he could easily go in and just like the action scenes that we've seen so far. Like there's he's completely invincible and impenetrable. There's nothing anyone can do to him.
Yeah.
And if that's who he is, if that is his prowess at this point in time, I don't know that hitting him in the pocketbook is more painful than death or going after maybe the crime syndicate's family members or
Well,
um
well, I
you
think what he's trying to do ultimately, I think he's going after revenge. Oh god, to Palpatine. Really,
know. Mhm.
ultimately, I don't know what exacting revenge on the rest of the crime syndicate five families does, other than obviously consolidating his own power in the underworld, which I imagine. Oh, now that I say that out loud, which is probably what he's trying to do. But yes, I agree with you. I don't know what Republic or Imperial credits or money is going to do in a Grandmaster plan against Palpatine in exacting revenge on your old master. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't know, but isn't like in a sense like the Sith and the Jedi are kind of that though compared to us normies. They are pretty all powerful in a lot of ways.
Okay.
No?
In the animated stuff, sure. But I when I watch the live action stuff, I always feel like there are real stakes.
Okay.
But when I watch Filoni stuff, I don't think there's real stakes. There's
Okay.
just
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
like it would have been nice if like a single blaster shot had landed.
Sure.
And these weren't stormtroopers shooting either.
True, true. Although I must say, it is comforting to know that in every galaxy, a police siren and the lights are blues and twos, right? I'm like, okay, that's all right, all right. We know who that's universal.
Yeah. I did like the noir
Yes, thank
aspect
you.
of
Yes,
the detective.
yes. And the noir of Coruscant, actually. I think the animation is gorgeous.
Yeah. I will say I think it's better than any other animation, computer
Yeah,
animation.
I agree. I do have a fondness for Clone Wars, the the reboot, I guess. I do
Yeah,
like that animation, but I do like this. But yes, this is yeah. I love that there's a tone to this now, and it's its own, separate from Bad Batch and Rebels and all the other ones.
sure. Yeah, I guess I just never connected with like the big heads. And it feels like they're all marionettes. And it's very it's not immersive to me. I can't buy into it as a real as something that's really happening. And I
Okay,
never
yeah.
to. Whereas like cartoons, I'm able to do that. There's just something about CGI, I just can't do it.
Okay, okay.
I think it's I don't know. It's I think it's just because I know for generations after us, it's very popular. Um,
Yeah,
like they're very into it. Like up to a lot of them, that is Star Wars, is those animated shows.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but it just never for me. And again, I don't really like Filoni's storytelling. So
That's fair.
other than Ahsoka, I did like a fair bit of Ahsoka. Um, so that's the one thing that he's done that I think I've actually connected with. But the live action show.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Um, who knows? Who knows where this show will go? You know, there has to be some kind of confrontation with Sidious, right?
It's got to be.
And and then I wonder if they'll expand on stuff we've already seen with
Yep,
Maul
I think
to
so.
his
Like Kira. Um uh the Dragon Mother
oh
from
yeah,
Solo.
okay, I don't know,
Remember in Solo the movie, Amelia Clark's character, is it Amelia Clark? Was it
yeah,
Amelia Clark that like, you know, contacted him at the in one of the scenes of the movie?
yeah at the end,
Yeah, at the
yeah.
end. So maybe.
Is she in the show, the
I
animated
don't
show?
know. I don't know. I don't know. But I would imagine that you would try to draw that through line since that's already out there.
It'd be nice. Yeah, that felt like a missed opportunity. They
Yeah,
introduced it. It felt like, ooh, are we gonna get our own Darth Maul movie now? And then nothing ever happened. So um, maybe this will fill that role.
maybe.
But
But yeah, I think we're only 2 episodes in. How long is this? Is it a 10 episode arc or season rather? Do we
I'm
know?
not sure. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, we'll
Okay.
see. We can talk about
Yeah.
it every. Um, it does make me want like a true Coruscant show. Like I want like what would be a good equivalent? Like I mean, this show is close to what I
Uh
want. But I want something that like where they don't like leave Coruscant, where you know maybe they're um
oh, you know what?
like beat cops on
Yeah,
Coruscant.
yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah.
Some
The other one that I think would you're talking about is a
mhm.
political show.
That would be nice. Yeah,
A political show. Yes. You follow a couple of senators.
yeah, yeah. The West Wing of
Yeah,
Coruscant.
the West Wing or the House of Cards of Star Wars. Absolutely.
Sure.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Um, or the daily life,
yeah.
right? You take five, Coruscantians and you follow them to, that's not going to make it in Star Wars, but that's what.
No, that's what I want. I want like episodic. They'll have like a bar they hang out at.
Right.
You
What
know,
what about
canteen.
Zax, Jax, Dax, Dax?
There you go. They hang out at his
The
diner.
the diner, right? Yeah.
That would be my show. I could watch 1,000 episodes of that.
Okay.
But I need to like feel it though, because like even in this show, when they show Coruscant, it's always like a sweeping shot where
Yeah.
the camera just sort of pans over a large swath of it, but you don't really get to know the people and the things happening
Right.
there. And that's what I want. I
Well,
want
I
that.
think that's gonna be hard unless they do make a show that focuses in on some of the people. And we could be getting it because we are getting it's interesting. It's interesting that this level, I mean, I guess it makes sense that the Empire doesn't pay attention to this level of stuff. But like with crime syndicates, you would think that the Empire would have a little bit of a nose in it because like they kept mentioning, oh, the cops anyways kept mentioning, oh, we should inform or let's not inform the Empire just yet.
Right.
And it's interesting to me that there is that separation at some level, even though it's not like a it's at a it's at a micro level, but like, oh, we don't feel the weight of the Empire just yet, or we don't feel it at all.
Yeah. See, I again, like I can't help but feel like that's another thing he lifted from Andor with
No, yeah, 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 yeah.
ISB. Like, had Andor not happened, all of those characters we saw in this one would have been stormtroopers. And I think he enjoyed what he saw. He's not an original creative person, and so he lifted it from Andor. That separation you're talking about, I mean, that's season one of Andor. That's these like contractor third parties
Yeah.
who are like Empire wannabes. Uh,
No. No. Oh.
this is me
Yeah.
bringing Filoni baggage to the table, but yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if I see that. I'm not gonna make that connection yet. Um, yeah, because again, I try not to see it because you know, with an Andor lens or a whatever, I try to compartmentalize it into its own thing. But interesting thread though.
I mean, I don't think it's like a deliberate thread in the sense of like everyone's a Skywalker thread. I think it's a lack of originality thread. Like,
Well, that's interesting because Filoni, I think, has taken. I mean, he's the one that expanded on Darth Maul's character, like in the Clone Wars and all that kind of stuff. So
at the
he
behest of
created
George
Ahsoka
Lucas.
and a couple others. So it's interesting that, yeah, we'll see.
Have you heard his interview where he talks about how he hated the idea of bringing back Darth Maul? And
Oh,
Lucas
really? Oh, I didn't. No, I did not. I have not.
Lucas made him do it. Those are his words. He says, "I hated this idea. George made me do it." And he said it in a way to
That's
distance himself.
interesting because one of his other like obviously this is his babies is that he now created the Shadow Lord,
Mhm.
which is interesting that you take a character that you didn't want to come back, but now making
And he
your
hated the
own
idea.
spin on the character. But yeah, I get that. Sure.
yeah, he hated the idea of Maul coming back, but George made him do it.
Okay,
So
interesting.
I also don't like how Maul's legs don't make mechanical sound when he walks. At least when I was listening. I was listening on the Peloton, but I couldn't hear it, and that bothers
Okay,
me.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
Because
I
Star Wars was always like a lo-fi, high-tech universe
yeah.
where things were and deep,
Yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, yep.
I feel like Maul should whir when he walks,
Is
like
is
an
he in
AT&T.
he's in that state? He's in his mechanical leg state. He hasn't been transformed back to his non by Mother Talzine. Yes? Is that where
Oh,
we are?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
I don't remember my Rebels well enough. So
Okay,
does he
okay.
just his legs back or something?
Yeah, I think in I don't remember in one of the episodes. I thought Mother Talzine gave him back biological legs. No, through
Oh, see, I don't remember.
the
I don't know.
mystics of the dark side.
I'll defer to you on that. I
Okay.
don't know.
I think somebody did that,
Okay. Okay.
but I'm
No,
not sure where we are in the timeline.
I think we're probably pretty far along because this is after the Crimson Dawn and the different Prime Syndicate collectives. Those have rejected him, and like those episodes you're talking about was him building those things up, and so now
Okay, 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 okay. So yeah, just YouTube like Darth Maul something, Mother Talzine, one of those characters, one of the witches,
okay.
and I think she gives him back his legs
Oh,
or
cool.
lower torso, lower body. Yeah.
Got it.
What does
That's
he have that I don't? And don't you say legs?
it's hell of a magic there. She can just grow legs back.
Yeah, well,
All right.
Star Wars fantasy universe.
And Luke has to get a mechanical arm, and
Right,
Vader has
I know, yeah, exactly. I know, exactly. And,
mechanical. Darth is more machine now than man.
yeah, absolutely.
But
Well, I mean, obviously there's an explanation for that. Like he could have gotten the improvements, but the needles and all that kind of stuff and the clankiness gave him pain that fueled his anger.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Or
well, I mean,
he's gone rogue with the magic of this universe.
yeah, well, Leia surviving space. That one, I still, ooh, yeah, I'm like, really? Okay, all right, going there.
Hey, I think I did read though that you can actually survive in space longer than you think. It's not instant death.
I'm not one to wanting to find out because it's just a vacuum.
I think I read it's a couple minutes.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay, okay. That's painful to think about, but okay.
Maybe not a couple minutes. Maybe it's a minute.
Okay, still painful to think about.
Let's see.
Being
Let's go.
frozen and pulled and ripped apart. Yeah, or
Yeah,
whatever the
so
case may be.
it's 90 seconds you can survive in
Oh,
space.
okay. Okay.
And I would argue Leia was not out there for more than 90 seconds
Okay, sure.
of movie time. I
Okay,
don't know.
sure.
I don't know how long she was out there, but
Okay. But anyways, yes, I think at some point somebody gives Darth Maul back his legs is what we were talking about.
okay. All right. Cool.
So that's not a big deal.
All right. I'm glad you remember that because that was bothering me a lot. Okay. Well, anything else with Shadow Legend?
Uh, I mean, we're only 2 episodes in. It's been a slowish build up, but I'm willing to be patient to see where we go. I'm
Makes
interested
sense.
into seeing like what the two Jedi, what the two, maybe not Jedi, but Force wielders. No, 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 no. What the red Twi'lek alien says she's a Jedi or was going to be one or something like that, right? Or was it the lizard gecko master one that said, "Oh yes, Jedi."
I just thought they were both Jedi who
Okay,
were
yeah,
fleeing from Order 66.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Could be wrong. I don't know. I
Who knows? We'll
hard to
see.
say with just kind of how the force is wielded
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So, um, all right.
All right, yeah, I think that's it, right? Is that it for
I think so.
Star Wars?
I think so, man. Um,
All right.
and then the Mando movie comes out next month. That'll be fun.
Yep, that'll be fun.
But
Although,
okay,
like the last time we talked about, don't know where they're going to be, what it's all about.
yeah, I don't think that matters. I think it'll just be like a an action movie,
Yeah,
which is fine.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
everybody, thanks for watching. Jason, thank you as always, my friend.
Yep. It's always good to be back.
Yeah. I was going to quote that Neruda poem, but I forgot it. We've been talking too long. From Star Trek, something about the moon and the stars. And
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't ask me to quote that one. I don't remember.
all right, all right, man. Well, until next time, live
Yep.
long.
Thank you, everybody. And may the Schwartz be with you.
See ya.